Hey you guys, so this is my favorite keto dish, and this is a New York strip steak along with spinach and bacon. These are the ingredients that I did use to make this dish. I will list them in the description as always below. This is what I use to season my steak. First, you're going to heat up your pan and allow your pan to get really hot. While you're doing that, you're going to set your oven to 375. So now I've cleaned and washed my steaks. I'm going to place some oil in the frying pan and allow the oil to now get hot. I have now seasoned my steaks and I'm going to place them into the olive oil now that it is hot. I'm going to allow the steaks to cook 2 to 4 minutes on a high fire on each side. You also want to sear the sides of each steak. So once you flip it, you also want to make sure that you get the side of each steak. You're now going to get 4 tablespoons of butter and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, and you're going to mix this all together. So now that you have seared your steak and you've made sure every side was cooked evenly, you're going to add 1 tablespoon out of the mixed butter into the pan. Then you're going to add another tablespoon on top of the 2 steaks. So you're probably just going to split that tablespoon. And you're going to add your thyme in now. And you're going to rub that butter on top of the steak. You're now going to just baste your steak. And you're going to baste each side. So you're just going to flip it over. And make sure you're putting the butter and the flavor all over the steak. Once you flip it over, you're going to repeat the steps that you just did. You're going to place a tablespoon in the pan, and you're going to place a tablespoon on the steaks. You're going to split that last tablespoon on top of the steaks. And now you're going to continue basting this steak. You're going to just keep placing the flavor on top, using the butter and the thyme to continue to baste it. Once you do that, you're then going to place it into your oven. Now that your steak is in the oven, you're going to prepare your bacon for your spinach. So you're going to get about 5 pieces of bacon. You're going to cook them all the way through, and then you're going to take them out and cut them up into pieces. So I ended up using 6 cups of spinach. Clearly this isn't 6 cups. But I recommend to use about 6 cups because the spinach does shrink once you put it in. But you're then going to place your spinach into the bacon grease. Once your spinach shrinks down, you're then going to add the rest of the spinach. So you're just going to keep repeating that step every time it shrinks. You add more, and once it shrinks again, you add more. I just want to mention, if you have too much grease left over from the bacon, you can either use less bacon grease or more spinach. So now I have my bacon that I had cut up after I fried it. This is what the spinach looks like. I'm telling you, it's like 6 cups wasn't enough. So add as much as spinach as you want because it really does shrink down a lot. And then once you do that, you're going to add your bacon and 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. You're going to mix everything up, and then you're going to add this Goya seasoning. I use this for all of my vegetables. I used about a half a pack. Some people use a whole pack. So taste it as you mix it along to determine how much salt or seasoning you would like to add to it. So now you're ready to take your steak out. I left mine in for about 20 minutes, but I like my steak well done. It's This steak is well done, but still has lots of flavor. So it's really your preference. So if you do 20 minutes, I would check on it at 10 and then check on it again at 20. And when you take your steak out, I like to baste it one last time. So I like to take all the oil, all the flavor, and I just like to baste it on the steak before I serve it. I'm going to eat one of these steaks for dinner, and then I'm going to meal prep the other one for lunch. So this was an easy meal that you were able to make 2 meals out of and meal prep one. Thanks for watching, you guys, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button.